What's good? It's your boy, CJ Goodfella. We back with the boxing clinic. You dig? About to drop this last video before I, take a little hiatus for the night, then come back and probably do a late night video, probably. But man, we gotta stop the corruption and the ducking in boxing. Which one is worse right now? They're about neck and neck, man. I know a lot of people look at the corruption and be like, "Oh, that's way worse." But it's close. With these scorecards, man. These backdoor deals they doing, man, and these sanctioning bodies picking and choosing who they want to, fight for their belts. This shit is getting out of control, Start with the corruption, man. There's no way that Demetrius Bivol should be able to, fight the number 11th ranked guy in the WBA rankings. The 11th ranked guy, and if Badou Jack is out the rankings, then he's 10th. They jumped over 9 other guys to find Demetrius Bivol, a guy who been knocked out before. They jump over Sullivan Barrera, who was supposed to be the number 1 contender, and fight Demetrius Bivol. It's obviously, the WBA has agenda to make Bivol the champion. There's no way he should not face Sullivan Barrera, who's number 2. That's just some of the corruption you get in the sport of boxing. There's no way that Luis Ortiz was able to step aside and in a deal let Joshua and Klitschko fight for the title and then never get a rematch. They played him like a little prostitute. You can go deeper and deeper. No way did David Benavidez was supposed to fight Ronald Garvell because it was one prospect in front of Ronald Garvell again. It's no way that Canelo Triple G fight was 118, 110. It's no way Hughie Fury and Joseph Parker was 2 118s, 110. Now you see what the corruption is with that fight, right? You see it, right? The corruption is that they already had a deal in place to have Parker face Anthony Joshua at Wembley Stadium. You feel me? And then, when you talk about the ducking in boxing, it's just too much, man. You look at Anthony Joshua. What is he running from Deontay Wilder and Vladimir Klitschko for? And Luis Ortiz for? Why not take that fight and just get it over with? The fight is not going to get any bigger than what it is now. If Wilder beats Ortiz, Ortiz beats Wilder. This dude is scared. Scared, and I don't even like using that in association with boxing, which has a nice little Warriors code. He's scared. It ain't Eddie Hearn, because you can tell your promoter, hey, go make that fight right now. I don't want another fight than that fight. He not stepping up to the plate. He's scared of something. You look at a whole bunch of Keith Thurman. I understand his situation. A lot of people don't. Because a lot of people that come and comment and badger on my page sometimes be the main one getting no pussy. And never going to get married. So nobody's going to leave their wife, and then go back and try and start his career back. For what? He want to bring his wife to America. There's no issue with that. Earl Spence ain't going nowhere. The fight will be there. So I'm not mad at no shit like that. I'm mad at shit that's blatant, without a reasonable cause or acceptable cause, Look at Jamel Charlo. He won his vacant belt and had to do 2 straight mandatories by WBC rules. Triple G basically has handed a vacant belt and hasn't did a mandatory yet. Hasn't been ordered for a mandatory yet. Danny Jacobs, Canelo Alvarez, and still no talk of a mandatory yet. Jorge Sebastian Healy had been waiting for years for his mandatory shot. But the WBC made him fight to solidify his number 1 mandatory spot. What's going on with that? Then you got the guys that act like they really want to fight, but they don't want to fight. I ain't going to get into that because I'm going to make a lot of y'all mad. So it is what it is, man. And then you got guys, you got promoters and managers, whatever you want to call them, scared to work with each other due to the fact that they think that if they fight or go to their platform or their network, they going to get robbed. A fighter shouldn't have to worry about the scorecards and have to fight out his character just to accommodate to get a fair scoring or not let the fight go to the scorecards. Every boxer isn't equipped to knock out guys on the elite level. And that's real shit. Everybody isn't equipped for that. So you got to go outside your game and to accommodate for the judge. You shouldn't have to do that. It got to be a better way of scoring these fights. And that's across the board in sports, man. Refereeing and scoring in sports, whatever you want to say, it's horrible. It's piss poor. The ducking and corruption is just it's probably not even at its pinnacle, but it feels like it in the sport of boxing to me. These sanctioning bodies corrupt, these promoters corrupt, these managers corrupt. They know what it is. A lot of these guys know they don't be winning fights. don't deserve to win fights. Don't deserve these title shots, you know? And then the fans want to pick and choose, you know, who they want to get on about doing what and how they do it. You know, Leo Santa Cruz, the shit that he doing is felonious. You know, fight Carl Frampton and then never fight another champion again, and Doug Rigondeaux. And people act like it's not happening. They treat like Santa Cruz like he a top fighter, but he won't try to make a fight with a guy that's in the same network as him as Gary Russell. You know, he won't try to fight Lee Selby. He won't try to do nothing. These guys don't want to do the best, don't want to be the best. They just want to keep these belts, and these belts make them feel like they're in control of something. And in actuality, a belt don't mean shit unless you recognize as the number one champion. And then these just trinkets at the end of the day. They trinkets. They don't mean nothing. They superficial. You know, unless you was the number one boxer in your weight class, I mean, you're really not a champion. They should get back to being one champion per weight class, man. And then just all the sanctioned belt bodies just come together and take your percentages out on each champion. But they don't want to do that. That's why I got 3 or 4 belts. It's about the money. We're talking about scoring. It's about the money. All the corrupt shit they did for Canelo as well. Won his first title versus Matthew Hatton at a catchweight of 150 pounds. He was a career welterweight. Get the fuck out of here. No way in the world should Amir Khan be fighting for the 160-pound belt. He never fought above 147. That shouldn't be sanctioned by a body. That should be a non-title fight. Am I wrong? You can keep going on and on with the BS. And it's all it is BS. And that's the boxing is going now. I don't know which one is more at its peak, ducking or corruption. Just something we got to wait and see. Which one y'all get up and on. And a lot of fans probably be like, well, they not hip to the corruption part of the game. But if you follow the rankings and follow their systems and their rules, you'll get hip real quick, but we gone.